Good morning, no, good afternoon, people. I've literally just said that to Kev as well. He texted me, he's like, morning. I was like, morning. Good afternoon, people. Monday, and we are back for episode 86. Now, this week started off a little bit different. Now, normally I'd be on the way to the gym or on the way to the office or doing something that is work related, but we have been at Big Motoring World in Cannock looking for a new car. This one had a job interview there as well, and yeah, it's looking positive. So we'll see.
We're supposed to be about 12 o'clock for a doctor's appointment.
Yeah, I've been there since 10 o'clock, and it's now 2:30. So I'm going home because I don't want to hang around no more. Plus I left the CEO at home as well, so I need to go back to him. But this week is going to be fantastic. We're a new month, new week, new day, and it's the last 4 weeks of the year.
Woohoo!
So we need to make this count, setting up a sturdy block to stand on for the whole of 2025. So I'm going to put it out early this week. If you want to be a part of our investor list, guys, by the time you've actually watched this video, we're going to be fast approaching Christmas. So why don't you secure your next deal before the new year comes around, and then you start 2025 off with your first investment of 2025. Get in touch with me today. I'll put my email at the bottom of the screen, and also there's a form in the description. Fill that out, we'll book a call, we'll go through your criteria, and I will source you your next deal. Whether it be single dwelling properties, HMO conversions, blocks of apartments. I'm going to put a form below, which is going to be mainly aimed towards houses. But if you are after blocks of apartments, I will put you on there as well.
And when this video comes out, it'll be probably more towards the new year.
This will be out
two weeks after this week. So there'll be
about the week before Christmas. So start your new year in a different way. But I thought I'd start the week now and on a different level.
Means it is Monday and all that.
It is Monday.
Yeah.
So guys, I will catch you later. So, Monday, done. We have been back a couple of hours. Well, it is 6:30. Been back 3 or 4 hours and just managed to get through a lot of stuff as well as looking at other cars. So, vendors have been contacted, investors have been contacted. I've been speaking to a few people in regards to supported living, for one that's in Birmingham, and I've also been talking to someone else about a property that may suit the supported living person. So we shall see how that goes, but now I need to go and sort out food, get editing last week's video, and get that ready, up and coming for this Sunday. No, a couple of weeks ago Sunday. I need to get my head around this 2-week thing. So guys, I'll catch you tomorrow. Good afternoon, people.
Spent your morning on the phone.
Pretty much. I'm just going to meet a friend who's about to complete on a project in Sutton Coldfield. He just wants my advice on certain specifications of the property that I would do, considering it is a higher class, higher spec property as well. I was like, yeah, that's fine. I was like, it gives me a little bit of being able to get some content and whatnot, so I'll try and get him on camera. I don't really know how he is on camera. I think he's okay, but
You don't know whether he's going to want to be.
yeah, that one. So we'll see. And I'll also do a little bit of a breakdown on this property based on when I've spoken to him more about it. But I did actually look at this property about 10 months ago. So you can tell how long of it's been a process, and so yeah, I will see you guys when we are there. Right, so current 3-bed detached house has been converted into a 4-bed 2-bath, also detached house. There's a bit of a funny story on this, but I won't go into it. It's almost a property that we almost brought, but someone else has brought who I'm pretty close to. So as you can see here, so these are architect's drawings, and this will show out what concrete you should use, what steels you should use, lintels, demolitions. It's basically your working drawings effectively. So it'll give you all the dimensions just here, there, and then this one is where there's going to be a steel, just for support. So as you can see, there's a big one there, but you will get a more in-depth breakdown beyond this for more structural calculations that are included, pad stones being explained, what size and what size steels, and if there's any breaks. Your shower room or your ensuite room and your bathroom. And yeah, this is something I really like this stage. As you can see here, 203 welded to HTM flange using 4mm. So that makes more sense to a builder to me. No. But yeah, I thought it'd just be good just to show you something that I've been working very closely with someone on this, of doing the project. So it's a very, very exciting one, and just for the numbers, yeah, this house was purchased for 175,000. It'll have about 100 grand spent on it for the spec that it needs to go to because of the area that it's in, and your end value will be 425 to 450,000. This will flip extremely easy. The main reason it'll flip so easily, just because of the location. The location is fantastic. I'm going to blur out the address, but this house is fantastic. So guys, I hope that was a little bit of an insight as to, you know, your architects and your structural drawings, and I hope it gives you something to go off of, and you know, from this you can then work out your shower sizes, so what shower tray, what bath, where your toilet, your sink and that are going as well, so it gives you an idea of how things are going to get laid out. But master bedroom here, little 3/4 bedroom or single room there, again single room, double room. But yeah, I've been to this house a couple of times. The location is unreal. But guys, I hope that was a little bit of an insight as to what it is before you get into a project and some of the things that you have to take into account. I thought I would just fill you in after I spoke to the party wall surveyor of the afternoon. So the party wall surveyor had gave us the news that there is only a 4-inch, there's only basically one brick width in, like, so there's only one wall. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's not a double skinned wall, it's just a single skin wall in between both properties. So now what that can cause is issues when trying to take out a chimney breast and the way that you should be supporting the stack just got hit by a tree.
Oh, the trees fell down here and all.
How you should support the stack that's out of the roof. Now, there's various things to this, and this will diversify upon house and house. Now, this will differentiate between that house and another house. So he says the amount of courses that are out, so the amount of brick courses that are out of the roof, then needs to be the same below that's in the loft. So then that stops the chimney from toppling. So he says what you should do in regards to that, and the way that you can stop it, is that you can strap a steel, so an RSJ, to the chimney stack that's in the loft. That will then give you that weight that will then stop the chimney from toppling. But what we've done, no, actually, I shouldn't say that. Don't worry about stopping it, because I can just cut it out. So we need to get a structural engineer in there, and he's going to draw up the RSJs, the sizes, how to do it, where to do it, and all of that stuff. So the architect has been contacted, and early next week he's going to attend site with a structural engineer, and he's going to then do drawings and do calculations and stuff. But big thing that I learned was you then also have to be careful of what electricians are doing if they're chasing out the walls. So because our electricians have only gone vertical, so they've gone up down, you're allowed, I think he said 1/3 of the wall or 1/3 of the brick that you're allowed to chase into. He says because if you go anything beyond that, it can cause a delamination of the plaster next door. He says, but if you go horizontal, so you're following the weave of the brick, shall we say, then that's an easier way to delaminate the plaster of next door, and you're only allowed to go 1/6. It's like, so effectively you're only allowed to go like 20 mil deep or 0.2 mil of a depth, because there's only 4 inches there. So luckily for us, the Sparkies haven't gone horizontal, they've only gone vertical, so we're all good there. So we just need to get the drawings done. Are you concentrating that that's on me?
Yep, 100%.
Just need to get the drawings done and the calculations done by the structural engineer. Not a problem. It's something that we'll overcome. Yes, it's going to be an additional cost, but it is what it is. We take it as a learning curve, and we take all the issues that we've had. So damp, this now with the taking out the chimney breasts and RSJ strapping and gallows brackets and all of this stuff. We'll take all of that into the next project and see it as a learning curve and not a loss, because we don't lose, we only learn. But I just wanted to fill you guys in on regards to that, and I will catch you later.
Did you mean in regards?
In regards to that. why you had to correct me there, I don't know, but it doesn't matter. It is what it is. She loves to correct me, that's all I'm saying. Ta-da.
I learn from your mistakes, like you just said.
Right, so I've just been doing a little bit of a property search, and I thought I would do what I look for within a HMO. So this is a HMO that I've seen in the Manchester area. Yes, the address will be blurred as I am currently showcasing this and in negotiations with the estate agents, and I'm negotiating it for and with an investor. So yeah, the address and everything will be blurred. But these are the main characteristics that I look for when looking for a HMO. So various things can just be going through the pictures and seeing that it's a considerable size, just by There's a double bedroom and you can see how much floor space. There's some wardrobes on the left. There's still a decent sized chimney breast in there as well, so that can always come out. Again, that's like a 3/4 bed, still a considerable amount of space. You can see part of what seems probably like a waste pipe and then some built-in wardrobes here, so again you can add more floor space in there. Bathroom, it is what it is. Now this is the part, and it's obviously an extension which I'll show you, well, you'll see in later pictures. That was just a dog trying to force his way into the bedroom. So it's a considerable size space. But when it gets to the floor plans, you can see, and there's not a lot of maintenance in terms of gardens where big costs can occur. So here's the extension here. I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen, but there's the extension. I'll try and mark it on screen so you can see. But this is the main game changer. So as you can see, each room 4.4 by 4.3, 9 by 4.5, 2.6 by 3.6 by 2.6, and then you've also got the garage as well. Again, another considerable size room. Again, another considerable size room with the bathroom in between. That I'm not so keen on. So this is why I have come up with a concept after another big room there of this. So as you can see, studio, kitchen, diner, and that's for the use of the HMO rooms. Again, another studio upstairs. You know, bathrooms, en-suites, kitchen, so on and so forth. You get the gist. They're all above minimum size standard. This could actually be very close to becoming a fully sized flat. The minimum size for a flat is 37. That may have changed now, so I'll have to double check that. But if you're ever stuck for amenity size standards, just search for the local council that you're dealing with and say amenity standards. So for example, if you're looking in Walsall, which is Article 4 next year, you can then just say Walsall HMO amenity standards, and it'll give you the stuff for HMOs. Then it'll give you self-contained units, which is effectively kitchenette, ensuite, and a big enough size room. Give you the size for studios, bed sits, and flats. So it'll give you everything. So that's why I put a studio here. Again, as I just says, that could become a fully fledged flat. If there's some space you could nick from somewhere, just to get that 0.5 metre squared. But an architect would confirm that anyway. And then again, HMO room, HMO room, HMO room. 12 square metres. Now, a typical single occupancy room will be 6.51 metres squared. An ensuite, 2.5 to 3.5 square metres. Again, depending on how much space, how big shower trays, all of that jazz you want in there. 12 will give you just below a double occupancy, but will give someone who's living there a big enough space for them to feel comfortable, and double bed, desk, wardrobes, and their own en-suites as well. So you wouldn't necessarily have to give them en-suites, but then you'd have to find somewhere to put the bathroom. So you'd probably end up putting a bathroom somewhere like underneath the stairs, in the kitchen, at the bottom end of the kitchen dining area. Again, it all comes down to what the architect would give you best. So the main tips for finding HMOs is making sure it's got the floor space. So again, you can check that on EPC register, put in the postcode, select the address. Typically 110, 120 square metres is about where you want to be. Again, that'll give you roughly 10 square metres per room, about 20 to 25 for the kitchen dining area, and maybe even a little communal space as well. So, but as I say, this is a council that will give you kitchen diner, which is classed as your communal space, and then because there's only 3 HMO rooms, you can play around with the configuration, and it could play benefit when it comes to the end value. Now, I'm not going to get into commercial valuations, as I'm no way, shape or form qualified to give you guys advice for it. All I know is that by having a mixture can play benefit on the multiples that you get. Now, it's based off your income per annum, but again, I'm not going to sit here and say commercial valuations are what you are going to get, as there's numerous factors that you need to take into consideration before you tell an investor or before you buy a property expecting to get a commercial valuation. There's only a couple of lenders out there that give it to first-time landlords, HMO landlords. There's the worry that you could over-leverage it, and then in 2-5 years' time, when it comes to remortgaging, they could stifle you. Stifle the right word? But yeah, they could do you over by then saying, well, no one else is going to give you the rates that we gave you 2-5 years ago. So we're going to put your mortgage rates up by 1%, which would then obviously cripple you, because all of a sudden that 1,000-1,500 quid benefit profit you was getting may have just been halved. You may now only be at 500 quid. So yeah, various things to take into consideration when it comes to commercial valuations. But as I say, main tips is floor space. Can you get the amount of rooms in there that you are looking for? So whether that's 4 beds, 5 beds, 6 beds. I typically look for 6. So you really want a decent sized kitchen area so you can get kitchen, communal in there, and then you want 2 living rooms, maybe 4 living rooms upstairs, 4 bedrooms upstairs. So then you've not really got to alter and start knocking out walls and putting RSJs in and stuff like that, because then the refurb can get pretty hefty. You do have the other option of, like, you see these all the time. I know a few people that do it myself. 2 beds to 6 bed conversions by putting on huge dormers on the roof, big L-shaped ones where they share a Juliet kitchen and they just have their own little shared communal for those two rooms, as well as like extensions for additional space downstairs for kitchen communal area. So there is a lot of factors when looking at HMOs. But I hope that helps, guys. If there is anything else that you want me to cover, bear in mind these videos are 2 weeks behind. I've done this for Joey. I'll put his comment down below. And if there's anything else that you guys would like me to cover off, then let me know. I've got a few ideas, but it's always nice to hear back from the people, you guys that view this every week, just so I can give you guys a bit of value back as you give me value by giving me your time. So I appreciate it. Don't forget, guys, have a lovely Christmas. It is Christmas in a couple of days for you guys. It's a couple of weeks away for me in this time right now. But anyway, I will catch you guys later. So guys, someone actually commented to me the other day and said, your outros are very much like Asheville's. And unfortunately, I know it is. I just like the end of the videos that he does. It makes it a bit engaging, keeps you people here to maybe click another video. So guys, here we go. I'm going to sign out right here, right now, of episode 86. Don't forget to come back next week for episode 87. I know you guys will be in your Christmas breaks, but it's very much appreciated when you guys actually watch this video. But it's more appreciated when you comment down below. So guys, I hope you all have a lovely Christmas, and I will see you before the new year. If you'd like to see a video you may not have seen before, click here. If you want to subscribe to the channel, click here. And I'll put the playlist of since the beginning of my journey just here as well. So guys, catch you soon. Ta-ra a bit.